Solid Snake in Fortnite? Huh? Well, it wouldn't be the first time Epic Games has done something like this.
The guy from Fortnite.
No,
Oh,
don't.
shut
That's my
up.
bit, bro. Like Thanos from Fortnite, like Rick and Morty from Fortnite, like Naruto from Fortnite, like Spider-Man from Fortnite.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never played a Metal Gear game. Not even that one. But I can't deny how much of a gaming icon Snake is. So, naturally, I want to acquire his skin. How you do it is you complete a series of simple tasks within the game. Easy enough, right? Wrong. All in all, it took about an hour and 40 minutes and 12 games to complete both pages. I normally play on my laptop with a controller, but the last time I recorded Fortnite, I lost half my frames, so that was out of the question. Oh, I know. I'll play on my Xbox and record it with my laptop. I've done it before from my main channel, and I knew it worked. What I didn't know was that it would cause some unforeseen problems that I'll get to when it comes to it. Since I was going to be acquiring a sneaky boy, I figured I would play as another sneaky boy. Game 1. I got into the pre-match lobby where I normally practice my aim before the match, and I noticed something. The controls are different. I can't quite explain it. It feels slipperier, slidier, not as snappy. I can get used to it, I thought to myself. It's game time, and I chose deal 50 damage with explosives as my first quest of many. I landed at Snooty Steps and stumbled upon some cluster clingers. I located some AI enemies and immediately knew what to do. The clinger attached itself to a bot's foot and it instantly completed the quest. The boss heard the commotion and came out to investigate. I eliminated him and his entourage, completed 3 more quests, and took his loot and raided the vault. As soon as I spotted a person, I lost all sense of skill and got demolished. I didn't notice that I unlocked the Solid Snake skin and queued up for the next match. Alright, Game 2 Electric Boogaloo. Wait, you know that joke is overused, right? Alright, something better. I got in some practice with a pump shotgun because I clearly needed it. I attempted to land at Rebel's Roost for a weekly quest, but timed the release of my glider very poorly, so lavish layer it is. To avoid challenging the boss and other players right away, I landed at one of the houses on the outskirts of the area. For some reason, my boss thought that now was a good time to text me. Hopefully I don't get eliminated while I reply. I found some ammo, and oh, I got texted again. I hope this doesn't make me a free kill. Spotted a golden glow behind the bushes and wondered to myself, what's that? It's the EMP stealth camo that I needed for a couple of quests. Noted. I went to grab some Flowberry Fizz to gain some shields, but the timing could not have been worse. Another player came bursting through the door and I lost any modicum of skill I had left and died very quickly. Once again, I did not notice that I unlocked the snake skin and headed straight to the next game. This time around, I've decided to go to Fencing Fields because I've had a lot of success there in the past. With full shields and some basic loot in hand, I went on the search for the cardboard boxes to complete the quest. While on my hunt, I accidentally encountered the boss. No problem, I'll just eliminate the goons, escape the boss, and come back later. As I was thinking that, 2 players entered stage left and eliminated me. Exasperated at my lack of success, I went back to the lobby and finally noticed that I unlocked the Solid Snake skin, but decided that I was going to complete the other page before equipping it. I also pored over all the settings to see if there was anything different from my laptop, and I found that I was playing at half the frame rate I normally play at. This time is going to be different, I decided. I'm dropping Pleasant Plaza. Wait a moment. Plaza doesn't have 2 Z's, and if that's an L, then that must be an I. Okay then, what the heck's a piazza? An open square, especially in an Italian town. Yep, that checks out. I found a shotgun, and right after, found a player. The extra frames must be helping because I nailed that player with each shot. I decided to let him escape so I could find better weaponry and hopefully a cardboard box. During my search, I found an EMP stealth camo and got an idea. The last time I used it, a mini explosion happened when I swapped to a different weapon. I saw some footsteps and went out to test my new strategy. To my surprise, it worked and is great for the deal damage to enemy players first quest. The Jonesy from earlier heard the commotion and thought he would get a nice third party, but with my newfound power of framerate go burr, he didn't stand a chance. I went back on the search for a cardboard box, but instead of finding one, I completed 2 quests, got better loot, and eliminated 4 players. The 4th player had the Peter Griffin medallion and a shotgun. Minus the player from the beginning of the game, I've been having lots of trouble with pumps, so I left it on the ground. I spotted another player and wanted to use the sneaky strategy again, but cluster clingers to the face is pretty effective against lizards. This time around, I dropped Reckless Railways because it's a much larger area, therefore having a higher chance of having cardboard boxes for me to hide in. During my search, I found and killed a snake. I looked further and thought I found a pile I could hide in, but as soon as I tried to hide in it, I realized it was a dumb idea due to the size. Maybe my skin is giving me a case of lizard brain. Alright, surely the train station has some cardboard boxes, right? For once, I was correct, but not in the way I thought. It turns out that this whole time I was supposed to be looking for an item, not part of the environment. Either way, I was elated to have found it. I bullied an AI, as one does, and discovered that the suppressor damage quest can be completed with bots, and that my aim is back. Just look at the cleanness. I wondered if I could complete the quest on the boss just like I did in Game 1. I used the suppressed AR some more and realized just how satisfying suppressed weapons are. Maybe I should suppress my own guns. Looking back at the footage, I noticed that I passed a hiding spot for a quest, which could have allowed me to complete this whole thing 4 games sooner. Man, I am just really bad at looking for things. My get big numbers on boss theory worked well enough though. You know, I find it kinda ironic that the boss had a suppressed weapon as well. With a medallion and a mythic weapon, I'm gonna do pretty wet. Game 6. Changing things up a bit, I decided to drop Train to complete a different quest. The thing about the train is that it's either really good for the early to mid game, or it ends your game 10 seconds after you land. This time around, I had some competition. I chose to land in the back because the other guy was ahead of me and went for the front. I rolled the dice and got the new rocket launcher. I had never used it before and it quickly bit me in the rear. So as you can see here, this is no ordinary rocket launcher. It is known as Anvilus Rocket Launcherus, and it does not fire rockets straight toward the target like its predecessors. What Anvilus does is lock onto a target after some time and then goes crazy for coming down and colliding with the target from above. It is advised not to use Anvilus indoors or in close quarters combat. Thanks, Doc. I got it from here. Sure, it doesn't look like it. Your opponent had a shield, and this was before the massive debuff. They're called nerfs where I come from. It's nerf or nothing, buddy. Fortunately for me in Game 7, the game was looking out for me and tried to cheer me up with a weird bug. I'm pretty sure drums don't move like that. Not that I would know or anything. Anyway, I still had some vault opening to do, so I dropped Lavish Layer to kill Tony. I found an EMP stealth camo and I figured I might as well use it to complete the match quest and have some fun with the boss. The timer ran out before I got to him, but I made light work of the Tiger King and his minions. Despite defeating a tiger and taking his medallion, I had no sense of hearing and got snuck up upon. I don't know why I landed Ruin Reels. Sure, it partially completed a weekly quest, but it didn't help at all with the Solid Snake quests. In realizing this, I made my way to fencing fields to get the last sweet assist. While I was scavenging for ammo for fighting the boss, I heard some commotion and saw that the boss's health bar was dropping fast, so I knew I had to act quickly or miss out on completing that quest. I spotted the player attempting to slay the boss and took some shots at her. I got closer and they conveniently backed themselves into a corner for me, and I easily finished them off. With Nisha defeated, I rushed to open the vault. Mission's complete. Now to hide in 5 matches. I already did it once, but that means I'll have to do it in 4 separate matches. I don't know how I didn't complete the collect ammo while crouched quest sooner. I must have just forgotten about it for the most part. Someone tried to sneak up on me again, but they didn't realize I had decent recoil control. Playing with lots of Rainbow Six Siege will do that to you. I started and found my bounty, and I almost killed him, but toward the end I kind of forgot how to aim and then got sniped by a third party. That's Battle Royales for you. I looked at my remaining quests and saw that I only had the hiding one left, and knew where a guaranteed hiding spot was. We're going to Reckless Railways. It turns out that hiding spots aren't very good for hiding against bosses with cameras pointed right at you. Partway through the firefight, I decided that I wasn't going to finish out each match because I was on the last quest, so I sacrificed myself to the first player I found by showing them the universal sign of friendship. In Game 10, I dropped Reckless again and went straight for the dumpster. I faffed around a bit after getting some XP and let a player take me out. I dropped Reckless Dumpster again and got a riot shield, so you best believe I bullied the AI for a bit before finding a player. I went to the train station to find someone, and I stumbled upon some footsteps, but never found the one to whom they belonged. I then found another guy and killed him for some reason. I traveled back to the mini-mansion and found what I thought was a player, but clearly wasn't. I flagged down Solid Snake and he swiftly dispatched me, but didn't even bother to inspect the gifts I left him. How rude. I went to Reckless one last time, completed the quest, and let the boss take me out. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. I assembled all the items I earned and basked in my achievement. and then quickly closed out the game because I was done with Fortnite for the day. Or so I thought.
Hey man, wanna play some Fortnite?